In the days of yore, when the world still bore the ancient weight of magic and mystery, there stood a lonely, cold mountain in the northern reaches of Middle-earth. This peak, veiled in perpetual frost and shrouded in a cloak of silver mist, was known as Eridon, the Frost Spire. Its jagged summit kissed the clouds, and its slopes were adorned in a tapestry of hues that spoke of secrets untold. Eridon rose from the land like a solitary titan, a guardian of the realms between ice and sky. Its flanks were painted in the subtlest of blues, the hue of the mountain streams that trickled down from unseen heights. These streams, born of the eternal snows that crowned Eridon's summit, wove delicate threads of liquid sapphire through the ancient rocks, their melodies echoing through the valleys below. The air around Eridon bore a clarity that spoke of forgotten times, when the world was young and the magic of creation still lingered in every whisper of the wind. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, the mountain would come alive with a symphony of colors. The whites of the snow blazed with a soft luminescence, reflecting the dying embers of daylight. In the foothills of Eridon, where the air was crisp and the silence profound, there nestled a village known as Frostvale. Its humble dwellings, fashioned from sturdy timber and adorned with intricate carvings, huddled together for warmth against the icy breath that descended from the heights. The people of Frostvale were hardy folk, their lives entwined with the rhythms of the mountain, its streams, its snows, and the ever-changing hues that graced its slopes. In the heart of Frostvale there lived a young woman named Ilara. Her eyes, the color of the mountain streams, reflected the quiet strength of those who called the shadow of Eridon their home. Ilara was known for her love of tales, the old songs that spoke of heroes and the wonders that once filled the world. Her heart longed for adventure, and her dreams were woven with the threads of ancient lore. One evening, as the last light of day painted Eridon in a palette of purples and pinks, Ilara found herself standing at the edge of Frostvale, gazing up at the distant summit of the Frost Spire. A legend had been whispered through the generations, a tale of a hidden sanctuary atop the mountain, where the ancients had left behind a legacy of wisdom and magic. With a sense of purpose burning in her eyes, Ilara decided to embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of Eridon. She gathered supplies, bid farewell to her kin, set forth, guided by the mystical allure of the lonely, cold mountain. The path she chose wound through ancient forests, where the trees stood sentinel, their gnarled branches intertwined like the stories of ages past. The air grew colder as Ilara ascended, and the scent of pine and frost mingled in a dance that stirred the heart. The blues of the mountain streams became more pronounced, their crystalline waters singing tales of distant realms. As she climbed higher, the snow beneath her boots crunched with a satisfying rhythm, a cadence that echoed through the vastness of the silent landscape. Eridon's slopes unfolded before her, a panorama of azure, silver, and the ethereal glow of the ever-present white. The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows that painted the mountain in hues of twilight. Through the twilight, Ilara pressed on, her breath forming mist in the frigid air. The mountain whispered secrets as she climbed, tales of ancient beings who had watched the world unfold from Eridon's lofty heights. She felt the magic of the mountain seeping into her bones, a connection to a time when the very earth pulsed with the heartbeat of creation. As she reached the higher reaches of Eridon, where the air was thin and the wind carried the weight of eons, Ilara stumbled upon a hidden cave. Its entrance, framed by icicles that glittered like diamonds in the fading light, beckoned her with a promise of a shelter and perhaps revelation. Inside the cave, a soft blue glow emanated from the walls, casting a gentle light on the cavern's secrets. Ilara's eyes widened in awe as she discovered ancient runes etched into the rock, their meaning a language long forgotten. The air hummed with a quiet power, and she could sense the presence of something greater than herself, the lingering magic of the ancients. Guided by the gentle blue light, Ilara explored the depths of the cave. It led her to a chamber adorned with symbols and murals that told stories of a time when gods walked among mortals, and the world was a canvas painted with the brushstrokes of magic. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, and upon it rested a crystal of otherworldly beauty, a conduit to the essence of Eridon itself. As Ilara touched the crystal, a flood of memories and visions engulfed her. She saw the creation of the mountain, born from the union of earth and sky, and the guardians who had watched over its slopes through the ages. The blues of the mountain streams, the whites of the snow, and the silver mist that cloaked its summit, all were threads woven into the tapestry of Eridon's story. In the visions, Ilara witnessed the struggles of heroes who had sought the sanctuary atop the frost spire, their quests intertwined with the fate of Middle-earth. She saw battles fought against ancient foes, and the sacrifices made to preserve the delicate balance between light and shadow. The mountain had stood witness to it all, its silent majesty a testament to the enduring spirit of the world. With newfound knowledge burning in her heart, Ilara emerged from the cave, her eyes ablaze with the magic she had uncovered. She descended Eridon's slopes with a sense of purpose, guided by the wisdom of the ancients and the connection she now shared with the lonely, cold mountain. Word of Ilara's journey spread through Frostvale like wildfire, and the people gathered to hear her tales of Eridon's secrets. She spoke of the blues of the mountain streams, the whites of the snow, and the silver mist that veiled the summit. Her words painted vivid images in the minds of those who listened, and a sense of wonder settled over the village. Emboldened by Ilara's revelations, the people of Frostvale began to explore the slopes of Eridon, discovering hidden caves and ancient carvings that spoke of a time when magic flowed through the land like a river. The mountain became a beacon of inspiration, a reminder that even in the coldest heights, the warmth of magic and ancient tales could be found. As the seasons turned and the years passed, Frostvale flourished under the watchful gaze of Eridon. The mountain had shared its secrets, and the people had embraced the legacy of their ancestors. Ilara, now a wise storyteller in her own right, continued to weave tales of heroes and magic, passing down the lore of Eridon to future generations. And so the lonely cold mountain stood as a silent guardian, its slopes adorned in the blues of the mountain streams, the whites of the snow, and the silver mist that whispered of times long past. In the heart of Middle Earth, Eridon's story became intertwined with the tales of those who called it home, a testament to the enduring power of ancient magic and the beauty found in the most unlikely places.